This is John Paul Wright. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. I'm doing pop culture, celebrity news, Depp First Heard, things like that. And this here I got from a tweet from Jeannie Larson, who created the Remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 petition, which almost got 2 million signatures. It's about how the case in the UK can possibly be reopened. It seems like Johnny's circumstance might fit that. So let's take a look at what we got here. The situations when a case can be reopened in the UK. The UK has a very complex legal system backed up by many laws. However, there are situations in which no matter how clear the law is and how correct a case is handled, mistakes or procedures can go wrong. These lead to special situations when case reopening is required. Fortunately, the UK legislation provides specific regulations under which a case can be reopened. The same legislation distinguishes between the situations a case can be reopened and appealed. There are only a few circumstances which can lead to a UK court to reopen a case. These circumstances are all gathered under the motto of acting in the best interest of justice. Well, let's hope so. I think I gotta say, disclaimer, I don't know for sure, but the UK as a country got kind of a bad rap based on this one case. Now, this one case was definitely a bum case. It was a bad judgment. It was terrible. We all know that. And I'm sure there are other bad judgments in the UK. But I'm not sure that means every single court in the country and the country as a whole is terrible. I had people telling me they were embarrassed to be British, which I think is going a little too far there. It's not your fault. It was Nickel and the people involved. Let's keep going. Procedures leading to case reopening in the UK. Acting in the best interest of justice is quite a broad term and implies many variables, which is why the Magistrates Court Act encompasses the situations when it can be reopened. These are related to wrong proceedings during the trial, such as skipping one or more steps during the trial in the absence of the accused upon the magistrate dictating the sentence. Delays related to obtaining evidence or new evidence which can change the sentence can also lead to case reopening. In Johnny's case, the evidence was ignored, and of course, he could always bring new evidence, and that new evidence could be from Virginia. Or let's just have the judge not ignore it this next time around, if it can happen. Acting in the best interest of justice can also imply the judge being required to consider other aspects related to the case and hearing new testimonies, which can also trigger a case reopening. That wouldn't be so hard either. Who can order case reopening? According to the Magistrates Court Act of 1980, it is the judge who can order a case to be reopened, but only based on strong supporting evidence. Among this evidence, the judge will admit new documents, new witnesses, and even proof that an error occurred during the first trial. Even if case reopening is not very common in the UK, it is the defense solicitor making such request to the court, but it is also the right of the offender to make such request, which will usually consist in a simple application. So an easy process. That's good. There are also situations in which case reopening cannot be requested, and these are the cases when an offender was not convicted and when he/she pleaded guilty for the crime committed, which Johnny will never plead guilty for the crime committed, and anyone with common sense will not tell anybody or say Johnny's guilty. Now, if what they mean by the person who can reopen it is Judge Nickel himself having to reopen it, well, that probably would not happen. Unless, for whatever reason, he was convinced by Amber and her creepy team that she did the abuse and he's not quite what we think, which is extremely unlikely, but not impossible. You never know. Maybe he just got it wrong. Maybe he just saw her and maybe he's a traditional old guy and he's like, oh, I think Johnny probably did this. He's the man, she's the woman. But if other evidence comes out, maybe he'll want to save his reputation. I do actually think he is retired, so there is that little complication there. However, it would seem there should be a law to get around that because then a judge could just give a wrong judgment, retire, and be done with it. You guys, of course, let me know what you think down below. Maybe, kind of a pipe dream here, but it does seem like a possibility, not impossible, not completely sealed out, especially if Johnny can win Virginia. So, let's hope. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. And if you don't consider it and you don't subscribe, I guess I'll be sad, but I'll get over it, make a new video, something like that. We're done here for now. See you next time.